back, episode 2 of the NEW Wrestling Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. A lot's went on this week in wrestling, the AEW pay per view. Watched a little late just because of schedules and we didn't order it on Bleacher Report Live and all that. But QJ, how we doing today? What do you think of the AEW pay per view overall? At a 1 out of 10 rating, what would you give it?
What's going on? To be nice, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it wasn't like horrible, but we'll get into some of the things we saw that we complained about. Some of y'all might agree, some of y'all might disagree, but let's get into the first topic. Sting's final match. It was his final match, historic career. He's been in 4 companies: WCW, WWE, TNA, AEW. There's no doubt Sting's had one of the best careers of all time. Tony Khan said he's had the best wrestling career of all time. Not going to go that far. He's had a hell of a career. But QJ, what do you think of Sting's final match, him and Darby Allin against the Young Bucks?
That match was just a lot of no selling. It made Sting look like the ultimate god, just getting up from everything. I get it's his final match, but a lot of spots that shouldn't have took place, especially with Darby with that glass. I heard it hit some fans. That's gonna be a lawsuit. I don't know. They gotta do better with booking these matches. They gotta start telling more things better.
Agreed. Especially like the double super kick. Like it's Sting's last match. We all get it. He's not gonna look weak as hell as he shouldn't. But man, getting up from a double or not even getting up. I mean, like he got hit with a double super kick, and it's like didn't even phase him. Just stood up, didn't even sell it, and he wasn't the only one all night not selling shit. By the way, it was a lot of it. But we'll get into that next topic. Everything we saw, but solid match. Not really anything special. Obviously, Sting's 65, so he's not gonna be doing any crazy shit. But solid match. Not really anything crazy. Mostly just we remember for Sting's final match. But what do you think of the Darby Allin spot overall? Did you think it was smart of him, dumb of him? I've seen kind of some applaud it, some think it's just stupid as hell. What do you think of that spot?
Like I get it. We know he extreme. He do a lot of crazy stuff in the ring, but there's a difference between giving a person a lot of freedom. You give him less freedom. That right there, I don't know. I don't think that should have been took place. That hit the fans. One of their eye. It just hit them in general.
Shit, that was bad.
Like I get it. We extreme. That's what we're here for. Entertainment. That's what wrestling's all about. Obviously, story, entertainment, doing crazy stuff, doing stuff that never been seen before. But I don't know. He could have did a little, probably a better spot than that.
Yeah, I guess it could really, even like when Sting went in the corner and went to the glass, it just went towards the fans. Like, and apparently Tony Khan had them sign like liability agreements in case they got hit. But like, if you have to do shit like that, then is the spot really worth doing? Like, somebody could seriously get hurt. It's just so unnecessary. And listen, Darby Allin's only 30, and he's doing all this cool shit. If you consider it cool, I kind of don't, but by the time he hits his 40s, his body is going to be completely effed up to a point where he might not even be able to walk doing some of this shit. It's just, yeah, it's memorable, but you get to a certain point where it's like, bro, what are you doing? But he's a maniac. He's, going to climb Mount Everest. But if you were Tony Khan, would you let Darby Allin climb Mount Everest when he's under contract with your company?
Nope, not at all.
Agreed. And it's like, Tony Khan's trying to be a good boss, but at the end of the day, you're running a company. You got to be smart, and he's definitely not been smart so far. But to the next topic, kind of blends into this one. Does AEW have a problem with no selling moves? And we saw a lot of it at this pay per view. Will Ospreay's awesome. He no sold a big move, very much didn't even sell it, just did a move right after. Joe got hit with 3 finishers. Buckshot Lariats pretty much got up a minute or two after. Swerve getting hit with the title. I remember back in the day where you got hit with the belt, you'd be out. They're now just getting right up from that. So, QJ, what do you think of all the no selling on this AEW pay per view overall?
No sound was getting ridiculous. I remember a move Remember when all these moves meant something? Tombstone. You know, if you got hit with this tombstone, people already knew it was over. It
Oh,
was
it was
over. No
done.
one's kicking out of that. That's being over. That's you being used as a regular move. People kicking out of it, no problem. Sweet chin music. That's just being spammed. Super kicks all day.
The
I know
pedigree
they got
too.
big pedigree. Mm-hmm. Gotta make these finishes. They gotta make these moves mean something. If you're gonna use a other person move, I'm not saying it has to be the end of the match, but I should only see that used during the big pay per view like WrestleMania, like a big pay, very very important pay per view. Then you could pull out. All right, you know, let me pull out a move thief. Other than that, I don't want to see any of them moves used at all.
Yeah, 'cause it just ruins them, and it's like Jordan Grace made a comment saying like, "Oh, it's not us ruining the move. It's we just don't do it as good as they did it." But it's like you're ruining the move. Like the Tombstone Pile Driver used to be one of the most impactful finishers in the history of the business. Kane and Undertaker, when they hit that Tombstone, you knew it was lights out, unless it was like a big time match, like Shawn Undertaker or something. You knew
Mm-hmm.
nobody was kicking out. Now I'm seeing Josh Alexander, and I like a lot of these wrestlers, by the way. I'm a huge Josh Alexander guy. You got him doing spinning tombstones. I still remember when Sammy Guevara and MJF did like one from the top
That
rope, and
top
they,
rope.
yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was insane. Like, it's just there's no selling anymore. Is it? I don't agree with everything Jim Cornette says, but he always says it's pretty much just guys just exchanging moves, just doing moves, and it's pretty much just like that. I mean, you got guys doing moves on the apron, not even really affecting dudes. Like it's just still love wrestling, but a lot of that kills my love for wrestling just because it's like we're just doing moves that just do cool shit. Like I don't know, but like do you kind of get why WWE doesn't like WWE has some matches like don't get me wrong where Vince had Reigns kick out of like 7 F5s at Mania, that was ridiculous, but like you kind of get why WWE is no D with kickouts or no selling as much as AEW.
Definitely, yeah, I can understand from that viewpoint. I will go the direction they're going. I'll say the most a person kick out of finish is maybe one or two, depending how important the match is. If it's a final match, whatever, like WrestleMania, for example, with Reigns, let it be like maybe four or five. I'll let it slide there. But other than that, it should be for other people, maybe one, two, the most three, the most. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, because guys kick out of too much shit. It's just like, what are we doing here? Or just no selling. The Young Bucks, they gotta be the worst with the no selling because it is just
Mm-hmm.
bad. But hopefully Tony Khan gets his shit together. Not sure if that's more him or the wrestlers or both, but that was bad. Especially Osprey, if you're getting hit with two moves, big moves like that in a row, and you just up like you didn't even get hit with anything like that. That's just overkill. But we'll see what the and it ain't even just AEW, it's wrestling in general. But we'll see if it improves. But another big star, Mercedes Monet. Some of you may know her as Sasha Banks. She left WWE about a year or two ago. She's been in New Japan. Think she got injured. She's back now. It's rumored she's going to AEW. She was doing an interview today, and she was talking about WWE, and she said, "I know I'm going to be back there one day, so it's not over. Like I said, I have a lot of unfinished business in wrestling in a lot of places." So, QJ, what do you think of Sasha, aka Mercedes, saying that she'll be back in WWE one day?
I had a feeling she would say that. I mean, and once people leave WWE, they always have a way of finding their way back in there. Um, I mean, but I feel she already accomplished a lot of things in WWE, so she might as well just keep doing what she's doing now, experimenting everywhere else, different companies. I mean, if I already accomplished so much there, I mean, I don't see a point in me keep staying there for that long.
Nah, I mean, she's pretty much done everything there is to do, like you said. And I mean, I know a lot of casual wrestling, or at least WWE fans. I remember we were watching WrestleMania with Ty, and he was saying, "Oh, why would Sasha leave? Why'd she leave?" And
Mm-hmm.
like, for one, a lot of fans don't realize what goes on behind the scenes with creative, with Vince, and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And it's like some wrestlers get burnt out; they need a break. These wrestlers are on the road 4 to 5 days a week, constantly wrestling.
Ridiculous.
Like, yeah, I mean, you need a break. And sometimes Drew did it, Cody did it. You got to go see what it's like outside of WWE. You got to see, what it's like on the other side. More freedom, less schedule, all that comes into play. And some dude wrote on my TikTok, 'cause I did a TikTok about this earlier today. Brandon
Hmm.
Talk Sports, if anybody wants to check it out. But like he was saying, oh, they mostly come back for the money, and definitely agree. That's why most of them come. That's why Punk came back.
Yeah.
People could say, oh, Punk loves WWE. Nah, and he came back because the
Mm.
money talked. That's why. But like, I'll ask you this: is it really a good thing for her to say this right when she's about to make her AEW debut and she's about to be a big deal there? Do you think this is a good idea for her to really
I
say
think
this
I
right
think it would
now?
have kept it. Honestly, I would have just kept that to myself. Once I was about to leave, maybe I'll say that, but I don't think I will say that because now you kind of throwing the sign like I won't be there for too long.
Yeah, it is kind of a bad look for AEW. I'm sure she'll still be a big deal there. Obviously, she'll probably be the best woman on the roster, no question.
Hmm.
But hoping nothing for the best. She has her attitude problems. She's kind of very arrogant at times. She's kind of been mean to fans. But she's definitely one of my favorite women wrestlers, always has been. So wish her nothing but the best. And hopefully she finds happiness in AEW. But speaking of free agents, WWE struck out on a lot of free agents. Will Ospreay, Okada, include Sasha in there. Do you think WWE has a problem signing these top free agents? Do you think it's more of a money thing, more of a wanting more freedom? What do you think the reason is they can't get some of these deals done with big time names like Ospreay and Okada and Sasha?
That's honestly just that freedom. I mean, if I'm gonna, if you're gonna want me there, I'm not just gonna be personally. I'm not just going there for the money. I want to still be able to perform at my highest level. Not saying every match 5 star, obviously, but I want to be able to, still be known, not just push you for that one moment. You'll have your good moment, but then after that, you'll forget they're even on the roster. So it's like you know how they do with that WWE. So I will just push far away.
Yeah, it's smart too. I mean, WWE's not for everybody. It's a certain audience. And a lot of wrestlers have said everything you've done outside WWE, once you get there, it means absolutely nothing because that audience doesn't watch other companies. Most of them,
Hmm.
it's just Will Ospreay's a big star, but if he goes to WWE, is he going to be on that same level? And I don't think he would be, wrestling wise, star wise, all that. So WWE is going to sign some people. They signed Tamatonga, all of them. There's going to be wrestlers who go with WWE for the money or because they've always dreamed of being in WWE or whatever the hell they say. But I don't know. I mean, Triple H's been getting a lot of shit for not signing some of these people, but I don't know. WWE's not the place to be, and maybe it is
Nope.
more without Vince there, but I don't know. They got to be better with the way they run their company. WWE, like the problem I really have with them is like I feel like you said, a lot of people go there and they kind of lose fire, and the same thing in AEW too. There's a lot of people go there and kind of just get lost in the shuffle and kind of disappear
Hmm.
from TV. But WWE is just like I don't know, like I like wrestling and WWE is more non-wrestling half the time. Like even SmackDown tonight as we're recording, like I heard it's like one match announced and the rest is just segments. Like it's just all about segments and talking and all that. Like I don't know, WWE's just not where wrestlers want to go. Like if you're like a Ospreay, so I mean I can understand his perspective from that. But final topic we're gonna be talking about one of your favorites, John Cena. He recently did an interview with Chris Van Vliet. Good interview. Everybody should check it out. Chris Van Vliet's one of the best interviewers in the business for sure. So pretty much asked Cena, like, what's your favorite title reign of your career? And John Cena said, my next one. So, Keita, you're a big time Cena fan, as we all know. What do you think of Cena's comments about that?
Well, since his next one, like I said, I don't mind if he win one again. I feel he needs to win. He needs to either be a Grand Slam or that Intercontinental, or if he's gonna win the championship, he'll win it again. But a lot of people be wanting him to win it. Don't want to come back. accomplish that. Not saying he don't deserve it, but just depends how his schedule gonna be, how long he'll be there for. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but whenever he wins it, whatever he wins, I need to see that really see what he can still do in the ring in an almost all out setting. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. He's supposed to be at WrestleMania this year. Not sure if he's going to be wrestling. He just said his schedule's cleared up. So maybe he'll have a match there. We'll see. But he said he has about 3 years left in the ring. I think he turns 47 this year. He said he's got till he's 50. So it's about 3 years left for him to accomplish this. Whatever he does, I need to see a better performance than him against Theory. That was just
Hmm.
horrible. And WWE, to me, and I mean, you could speak of this as a Cena fan. I just feel like they've made beating Cena not really that meaningful. Like, because he doesn't do a lot, and it's just he hasn't won a singles match since like 2019. So it's like it's kind of like, okay, you beat John Cena. Like, what? How do you think WWE does with that? Like, how they've been booking Cena? What are your
Been
thoughts on
terrible, terrible. Because you look at when, let's take it back. Remember when Kevin Owens game debuted against Cena? They put on a instant classic match. KO won. The matches should have been at least towards that same booking, just like that, just like that.
it? Yeah,
I
because
mean,
Theory can
got to
work.
make it mean something. Yeah.
Yeah, like and Theory beating him, it literally hurt Theory more than help. Like that shouldn't be a thing. If you beat somebody like John Cena, it should
Hmm.
catapult you to another level. Theory just kind of went down, and it's like,
Yeah. Because after that, we haven't heard from him since.
nah, he's just been doing pointless shit with Grayson Waller, and hopefully Cena does something important. Um, he's got a few years left. He's never gonna be a full time guy again with his movie schedule and everything. But fans always get on their feet for John Cena. He's like a rock.
Hmm.
Fans are always gonna be like, "Oh, it's Cena. Oh shit!" But I'll end with one last question since we're mentioning Austin Theory. Do you think Triple H has done a good job booking Theory since he took over, with him losing Money in the Bank and him like his booking overall? Who or not who, but how do you like Theory's booking the last year or two?
Uh, it's okay. I haven't really. I'll be honest with you, sometimes you forget he even there.
Not for real.
So I mean, I guess it's been okay, but they shouldn't have dropped the ball on that Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that was bad. Hopefully they don't do the same with Priest because that would be kind of devastating. But that is one thing with Theory. Vince did book him better than Triple H, and I didn't think I'd
Hmm.
ever say that. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the second episode. We got some good episodes in store. Might have some special guests on eventually. So, Q, any last
Yeah.
words for our audience?
Stay tuned.
I thank you guys for watching.